The opinions expressed by the host and guest on this program are solely their own and do not represent the views or opinions of Blind United. We strive to provide diverse perspectives and discussions on our platform, but the opinions expressed should be understood as personal viewpoints and not reflective of Blind United as an organization.
It's time. It's time for
coffee time.
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 And here is your coffee time crew.
Well, good Thursday morning, everyone, and welcome back to Coffee Time with Blind United. On the crew today, you got myself, Ed, and Brittany. How you doing, Britt?
Good. How you doing, everybody?
Good. Pedro?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Happy Thursday, you know.
As you like to say, Conspiracy Theory Thursday.
I was going to say Conspiracy Thursday. You know me, Ed. A quick conspiracy?
Okay.
All right. Have anybody heard of the Mandela effect? I'm just going to give you a quick definition, and y'all can drop a comment if y'all have. But the Mandela effect is when you remember something, like, for example, Nelson Mandela. Some people say they remember him dying in jail in the 80s. But he actually died in the early 2000s. I think 2011. I forgot what date. But people are misremembering this, you know, and it happens with other things like the Kit Kat Par logo and other things. But it's known as the Mandela effect. So drop a comment. Let me know if y'all ever heard of it or if y'all ever experienced it.
No, that's a new one on me. So
No, it's talked about on social media all the time. Like, I guess, like, shows from the 90s, people are remembering them different, or just like different events or whatever, you know.
Yeah, like the Berenstein Bears. Now it's spelled different, that it says Berenstain instead of Berenstein Bears. And people used to say it was spelled different, you know. Another one is in the 90s, supposedly Sinbad was in a movie, a genie movie. I forgot what is it called. I'm blanking on the name. But he says he never was in the movie, you know, and things like that. He's like, I never made a movie like that, and people remember it different. You know?
I don't remember him being in no Genie movie, but anyway.
I thought he was in Kazam or something like that. Like
no, that was Shaq. Shaq was Kazam.
Okay.
That was Shaq.
Yeah, I forgot the movie's name too, man. You know movies too, so you know. But that's what a Mandela effect is. Drop a comment if anything. You know what I mean. Go ahead, Ed. Any interest?
Yeah, we've got movies is Friday, so and I did get the new movie for those that haven't seen it. What is that? 6888. The story about the black women that joined the army during World War II. So come check that out. It's a pretty good movie. I liked it. But today we got Mr. Bautista in Let's Talk Spanish at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. So
Did we miss George's class?
yeah, I seen that in the schedule. My bad. It is what it is. Well, it's hard. Sometimes it's hard for me to keep up, especially with all this pain I'm dealing with after this surgery right now. But it is what it is. But yeah, we missed it. The podcasting thing. So we'll make sure we get back with all that stuff next month. I didn't get no email complaints about it, so I don't know. Let me know when I'm messing up, y'all, please. But anyway, so yeah, no, we got Bautista, and Let's Talk Spanish. Come on, and he's teaching folks how to do common everyday phrases, and just giving you the ability to communicate with your Latino neighbors. So But anyway, I got some. I think there's some pretty good articles up there today. First one is about child safety. You guys know what a stop arm is that they put on the buses?
The little stop sign that they push out, right, with the emergency light.
Well, it goes everywhere from just a stop sign all the way to an arm that comes off the side of the bus and blocks the
Mm-hmm.
lane.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, now they didn't add cameras to it, so so it's like like the stoplight cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, check this. Go ahead, let's check this out.
Today on Coffee Time, stop arm cameras on school buses, a safety solution in motion? In a bid to enhance student safety, many U.S. states have turned to stop arm cameras on school buses to deter motorists from illegally passing when buses are stopped for student pickup or drop-off. Companies like Bus Patrol have equipped approximately 30,000 buses across 18 states with this technology. But how effective are these measures, and what challenges do they face? How stop arm cameras work? Stop arm cameras activate when a school bus stops, extends its stop arm, and engages safety lights. They record vehicles that illegally pass during this time. Violation review. Footage is reviewed by authorities to confirm infractions before issuing citations. Technology requirements. High-definition video is essential to capture license plates and driver details, ensuring accurate enforcement. Impact on student safety. Positive outcomes. The primary goal is clear: enhance safety by deterring reckless driving around school buses. In areas with active programs, stop arm cameras have documented countless violations, raising awareness of this critical issue. Challenges and criticism. However, opinions on their effectiveness are mixed. Critics argue that cameras alone may not significantly reduce violations without robust public awareness campaigns and consistent enforcement. Additionally, funding constraints. Implementing these systems requires substantial financial investment. Limited adoption. While 24 states permit stop arm cameras, only about a dozen actively use them. Revenue allocation debates. Disagreements over how to allocate citation revenues have stalled broader implementation in some areas. Legislative and federal developments. State-level progress. States like Michigan have recently passed legislation allowing the use of stop arm cameras, aiming to prioritize student safety. Federal advocacy. National efforts to promote school bus safety include federal studies on stop arm cameras. Notably, Senator Chuck Schumer has called for greater transparency and implementation guidance based on these reports. Keys to success. The potential of stop arm cameras lies in comprehensive approaches that extend beyond technology. Public education. Campaigns to inform drivers about school bus safety laws and the consequences of violations are essential. Collaboration. Effective programs depend on strong partnerships between schools, law enforcement, and technology providers. Consistent enforcement. Clear, enforceable penalties reinforce the deterrent effect of the cameras. The road ahead. Stop arm cameras represent a promising step toward improving school bus safety, but their success depends on tackling implementation challenges and ensuring community-wide engagement. What are your thoughts on the use of stop arm cameras? Could they be a game changer for student safety, or do they need more support to reach their full potential? Let's discuss the road to safer school bus travel. Now, back to the Coffee Time crew for their insights.
Well, for me personally, I mean, being a father and all that stuff, I mean, I agree, hopefully that they can make it safer for kids because, come on, man, we know kids, they get off their bus, they dashing out across the street, stuff like that. Kids just don't even think about that kind of stuff. They just getting off the bus, getting out of school, whatever, a lot of these school buses, especially in rural areas, it makes a lot more sense, because Like I said, there's 50 million, how many kids the bus a whole. They got probably that many stops, all the various farms in the rural areas. But anyway, the little thing in there about the revenue, man, let the money go back into the school district, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Help buy some books and, technology, whatever they need for that school with that money. Now, on personal level, I prefer to have this than something happened to me when back when I was still driving. My girls were in middle school. We always took them to and from school. So I come down the street, the bus is there. Uh, I kids got out. So then I pull up basically next, but behind the bus, knowing them lights is flashing. I'm not supposed to pass him, right? Next thing I know, there's a school district cop on the other end of the bus, and he waves me on. Okay, I'm thinking he gonna let me go ahead and pass. In other words, he's keeping it safe from the front of the bus, right? So there are no kids cross the street or whatever. Dude waves me on and then pulls me over and writes me a ticket for passing the school bus while it was parked with the lights flashing. Y'all know I beat that ticket, right?
Yeah. Hey, they had to meet the quota. Nah, I don't know. But yes, well, we need to be number one. Kids, kids are the priority. When it comes to these safety measures. And the revenue comes second, and the revenue should go back to the schools to provide updated materials and other things that they might need in these rural areas because sometimes they don't have the funding, you know,
Exactly.
and and sometimes it's the states that are less inclined to provide public services and stuff like that. So they need some of this stuff. Even I think out here, because we got reckless drivers out here too.
Well, I mean, it works in the city. I mean, as well. I mean, you're supposed to, again, whenever them lights are flashing on the back of that bus, that's why they got them big red lights on the back of the bus, right? Whenever them
Ah,
lights is flashing, you're supposed to stop. You're not supposed to pass that bus while them lights are flashing, period.
I thought they were just saying, "Hey, look at me, I'm flashing."
you know. Now, I mean, this thing here is, like you said, it could be anything from like a stop sign that just swings out from the side of the bus,
Hmm.
or all the way up to an arm that will come out and close off that whole lane next to it.
Mm.
But now with the implemented them cameras, like I said, then a lot of people were beating a lot of these stoplight tickets, signal light tickets, because it could be their car, but the low, whatever you want to call it, as far as couldn't determine who was driving. The
Mm.
resolution, the
Yeah.
resolution on the cameras, so that's why you hear them say in there, that they got to put high resolution because they got to make sure that not only they capture the car, they got to make sure they capture the individual driving the car.
Yeah.
So, but again, hey, another way to make some money for like the rural schools and stuff like that, and
If it's did it mention in the article? So I was working in the background. Did it mention in the article where was it going the money to?
no, they said there's debates about where the money should be used.
Mm.
That's
Mm.
what I say is give it to the schools. You know,
Yeah.
give it to the schools. I mean, also using it to also,
Mm-hmm.
update the equipment as needed. We got
We got some comments. Life Coach D said, "Good morning, low resolution." Anthony Martinez said, "Good morning. The show is awesome." Monica said, "Good morning. Don't forget to watch Pedro on the Cooking Without Looking show. He's going to be making pupusas." And Mean Daily said, "Grand Rising."
All right. And welcome, George. Oh, now
George
you
is
ain't gonna
probably,
say nothing.
he's probably on. Good morning,
I
George.
got distracted when I heard that Pedro's gonna cook bandadas. What?
What?
He's gonna cook what?
Pupusas.
Hey, why you calling my mom name, guys? We're on air. What's up with that?
Mm-mm. There's another joke within that word.
Right.
But that aside, yes, I am gonna be on Cooking Without Looking. I'm gonna be making a pupusa, bean and
What is that?
cheese.
Is that like a pastry or what is that?
No, a pupusa is like it's like a
It's not
quesadilla, I
papusa or
guess.
baboso. No.
I think it's both, but it's basically like a quesadilla, but it's done with the masa, with the corn flour,
Oh wow.
and you make the
Okay.
tortilla. You make the tortilla, put the cheese, and then put like it be all covered. Pretty dope, pretty good.
Is it
And
spicy
I do.
or
You could put tapatio after if you want.
okay?
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, plus again, the pastry are just doing basic ingredients right now, but you can put whatever you want in it.
yeah. And
True.
then they got this
True.
other thing that they make with the cabbage, and they make it's called a curtido. But I'm not making that today, because it requires boiling water and all this other extra stuff. But that's the thing they put on top, and you eat it.
So,
You know.
yeah, but for those that's on our email list, I did forward that email out. It's not a Blind United event; it's a Cooking Without Looking thing. So Renee is part of Blind United. So I've been on there a couple of times. A couple of the other Blind United folks have been on there doing different stuff. So it's Pedro's turn today. Come check him out. It's going to be about noon Pacific time. So again, for those that are on our email list, I forwarded that email out. And to make sure that you don't miss out on stuff like this, if you're not on the email list, just info@blindunited.org and add, subject, add me to the list. And you'll be on there and you won't miss a thing that Blind United does and the folks that we work with. So,
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, how you doing this morning, George? How's the weather over there?
It was I think 22 today. Not too bad.
Not too. Whoa, whoa. Yeah.
Remember
We got
that
the heater on.
we're in the desert, so 22 degrees not supposed to be. Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be 18. So yeah, it's been a little nippy.
It's been cold. That's what that is.
Oh yeah, I guess because when I lived in in Dallas, it was like negative something. So so I
If
guess
y'all listening, guys, drop your temperature. I would like to know what's your temperature around where y'all stay at, because it's been chilly. It's called an Arctic wind. Is what we're getting.
okay.
yeah, and
Is
it's
it cold in California, guys? I mean, I don't want to sound ignorant, but is it cold over there or
not
no?
really, but they also, I mean, again, you guys got a winter snowstorm kind of thing coming through the south. So
Like where you live, I know Bridge probably doesn't snow there, but where you live, Pedro, does it snow there or not? I mean, again, I'm
No.
sounding ignorant
No,
here,
I get snow more so than anybody else would, honestly.
Yeah,
But it's
Oh,
she's
really?
more
not.
north. She's
Yeah,
northeast from downtown LA. Ed is heading east too.
yeah.
but
But it
Brittany's
doesn't like
also in the
stick
high
or
desert,
anything.
so she's higher altitude as well.
Oh,
But no, it was like 34 this morning, which
Whoa.
wasn't bad. That's not bad at all.
Whoa. When it hits 40, I'm thinking it's bad. I'm like, oh, and then the wind blowing. Wow.
that's what
We
makes it
supposed
worse, right? The wind.
hmm It's been
well, yeah,
bone chilling.
that's what puts that wind chill on it.
Yes.
But we're supposed to get a little rain this weekend as well. Hopefully that'll help out the fire stuff. So,
Oh, I heard
uh,
about that. You guys wasn't that kind of threatening because of the maybe possible mudslides and whatnot?
well, yeah,
Yes, I
they worried
was.
about that. We always have to worry about that after these fires because it burns everything, all the vegetation. So now there's no roots to hold the dirt together. You know, no
that's kind of good because
vegetation.
you're, Mr. Davis, kind of good because you don't like vegetables anyway. So.
Vegetation, not vegetables, George.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Lord,
All right.
let's get into something that George might know a little bit more about.
Oh, real fast. You know, I
take a-
found out yesterday. A friend of mine went to a dinner, guys, talking about vegetables, and they had what color are oranges? Or what color are I just get the color? Carrots.
Orange.
Right? No, this one he went and
Mm-mm.
they had yellow and black carrots.
No, but real
Okay.
carrots are multiple different colors.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was
So
yellow and black carrots.
we get it kind of orange here in the States mostly.
Really?
Okay. Well,
Go if you go into another country, you will see them in different, like slightly different colors,
well, a carrot is still a carrot wherever you find that carrot. So,
and it tastes better.
Is it sweeter or what?
I'll let you take your word for it.
Okay.
It is like I'm not even coming. I don't care if it's made out of gold, platinum, or what.
He's like, I'm not eating it. People have told me that carrots make your eyesight better, and I'm still blind, so I'm not eating them.
That part
Somebody
right
was
there,
like,
Brett.
keep drinking carrots and stuff, but it doesn't make your eyesight better. It just has vitamins to protect from deterioration. It's not like,
So,
here, drink this and boom, here's the miracle drink. No, it's not no snake oil salesman stuff. But we're gonna cut to a quick break and we will be back, folks.
You need assistance with iOS? Or are you curious what iOS is? Perhaps you're seeking tips and tricks on how to use JAWS on your Windows machine? Or maybe you would like to participate in our popular support group led by Dominic? Or maybe join us for movie nights on Friday where we watch and discuss the movie of the night? For more information, please email us at info@blindunited.org. Once again, that's info@blindunited.org. You can also follow us on Facebook for real-time updates and community interactions. We look forward to connecting with you.
Do you need to talk? Are you struggling with your mental health? Are you struggling with substance abuse issues? Call the Orange County NAMI Warm Line. That number is 877-910-9276. That number again is 877-910-9276.
So anyway, I think this next article, Judge, I think you sent me the information on these things, those AirGo smart glasses.
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah. So let's hear about these another smart glass that they're trying to get out here. So
Today on Coffee Time, Solos AirGo Vision smart glasses, a new era in wearable AI. The Solos AirGo Vision smart glasses are redefining wearable technology by seamlessly integrating artificial intelligence into daily life. With advanced features designed for convenience and functionality, these glasses offer users an innovative way to interact with their surroundings. Key features and functionality. AI-powered insights. The AirGo Vision glasses utilize AI models like OpenAI's GPT-4o, Google Gemini, and Anthropic's Claude to deliver real-time visual recognition and contextual assistance. Object and text identification. Instantly recognize objects, read text, and even provide translations within the user's field of view. Navigation and interaction. Offer guidance for navigation and deliver relevant information about the environment. Customizable and user-friendly design. Modular frames. The glasses feature a swappable frame system, allowing users to switch between frames with or without a built-in camera to prioritize privacy or functionality. Built-in audio. Integrated speakers and touch controls enable hands-free audio interaction and access to the AI assistant. LED notifications. Discrete LED indicators keep users informed about calls and messages without the need for a separate device. Performance highlights. While the AirGo Vision smart glasses boast cutting-edge features, user feedback highlights areas for potential enhancement. Camera limitations. The built-in camera excels in AI processing, but may not match the photo quality of smartphones. Audio experience. The built-in speakers are convenient, but lack depth and bass for high-quality audio playback. Pricing and availability. Starting at $299, the Solos AirGo Vision smart glasses are available in configurations with or without the camera module, offering flexibility to meet individual preferences. Revolutionizing daily interaction. The Solos AirGo Vision glasses represent a leap forward in wearable AI technology, blending functionality, convenience, and innovation in a sleek and accessible form. Whether you're navigating a new city, multitasking at work, or simply staying connected, these smart glasses aim to enhance the way you interact with the world around you. What do you think about the growing role of AI in wearable tech? Could smart glasses like these become a daily essential? Let's discuss the possibilities. Now, back to the Coffee Time crew for their insights.
Well, I don't know why I would even want a pair, or any blind or visually impaired person would want a pair without a camera.
Yeah, I caught that. I
Yeah,
caught that.
that just don't make any sense to me. But I guess if you're, visual or whatever, you could probably, be able to do whatever with your phone
But
on that level.
yesterday I had a customer, Mr. Davis, and I think Pedro might kind of learning from the AI classes, folks, that Pedro and Brittany give regarding the prompting and whatnot. But anyways, so the glasses, I was telling the mom, it depends on the person's, if they're high partial, low partial, or blind, like myself, right? Where someone that's high partial, it doesn't make sense, right? Because I can see it. Why would I need AI? And it doesn't really work or whatever. But someone like myself, where I can use the AI, it works, right? So the glasses are not for everyone that's visually impaired, because there's different people on the spectrum regarding the vision. And I think that's one thing we need to clarify a lot of times, right?
Yeah, but from what I'm gathering from the article, because I really haven't heard of these, um, even I think even for regular folks, it could be a useful tool because you have access to a couple AIs, and I wonder if the subscription with like say ChatGPT or Google's AI, right? If I'm able to get all my stuff going through these glasses like I've been wanting to, um, even though if you pick one without a camera, if you're going back and you use the voice, back and forth talking with your AI, and you have something tailored and you already have, like, let's say a lesson plan, you could go and conversate while you're doing or cooking and still multitask in the same time. Um, and something that somebody that's high partial or low partial or even sighted could take advantage, like take a picture and tell me, look, tell me what's the 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 color of this counter right here. I want the exact color, and let's say it's a creamy color, and it gives you the exact color name, you know. Or you could say take a picture of a device, right, and say, what is this, and it could look it up and give you the device name, the model, and all that.
'Cause that's what you
So
could do right now on Google, right, Pedro? Like
yeah,
you
you
could
could do it.
Google Eyes, or what is it called? Or something
Google
Google?
Lens.
Google Lens.
Yeah, so yeah, Amazon has it, Google has it. So you could search with a picture. So these are going to start being used more. The interchangeable frames, that's cool. I like different styles. Sometimes I might want to change the frame because I just want to change out the frame and cover the camera if I wanted to. You know what I mean? Sometimes,
It,
uh-huh.
let me ask you, Pedro. So again, the connectivity. So I don't understand. And I was listening, but did I catch these glasses paired with your phone or not? Just they're individuals, like like an independent piece of hardware.
I don't
Um,
even think they really actually said that,
yeah, but I
but
think they have to be tethered
yeah.
like the meta glasses are because we haven't got. to the point when we can put even a mini model probably in there. You need some good processor. You know what I mean? So it's gonna have to connect to your phone. Um, and I hope Apple plays nice with it, that we could connect it to our like our chat or Gemini Pro, whatever it is, and access those things. And I want to see if we allowed, to maybe develop for these classes. So there's a lot of questions I have. I wonder if they're open source. The choice that you're able to pick the different AIs is a plus for me.
But if you could put
Yesterday,
a mini model in there, how they gonna find their swimsuits? Anyways, no,
hey,
let me tell you
that's
something.
why they need cameras.
Well, let me ask you that. Going on that, good segue here, real quick. And I want to ask you, Pedro, if this is true. This is what I heard on Facebook or saw on Facebook, and I'm like, so apparently, a gentleman's heater went out, and there was some type of fuse that he needs to fix. He's totally blind, and he used a GPT or chat
Hmm.
video feature, and he was able to identify, or the chat was able to identify piece by piece what he was touching, and he was able to change the fuse by using the GPT model or the video model. Can that be done, or is that just exaggerating? Like, in other words, he put
Uh,
it in one part, and he said, "Is this it?" And then GPT came back, "No." And he moved his hand, "Is this it?" No, move to
you're
your
covering your mic. But it can. I look. I change fuse, house like the fuses from the house with my eyes closed. Well, not my eyes closed, but blind, without no AI. It's
okay.
doable, and the way I used to know if they were burnt out, I just shake it a little, and you could hear the little
Well, I'm
thing.
not trying to be funny in them fellas,
Mm.
but where y'all living at where you still got fuses?
Man, I had a house that was a old. I mean, old, but so it had fuses still. So, you know what I mean. So
Because
I had to
Edison
change them.
actually made people change all that stuff out.
Yeah, yeah. In the end, we ended up changing it out. Yes, of course.
I didn't know that. Oh, really? So that's not normal, or what? I didn't know
No,
that.
No, that's not normal over here no more.
no
Okay.
more. Them little glass screw in fuses, all that stuff is the only fuses they'll have now is kind of like on the for your AC unit. You go outside, you can pull a box out of the wall that's got fuses in it.
Oh, like your electric box, right?
Well, no, it's just it's where the actual AC unit itself
We're getting off
connects to the
topic.
power.
I know. Sorry about that. My fault. Hey, my fault, guys. I apologize. Go back to it.
But it's it's doable, George. When I was building the lamp with the Meta AI glasses, I felt the lamp and I was like, "This is easy. I see where these parts go, and I could do it." But let me read the instructions with the Meta AI hands free while building it, and I made some content while building it. So I wonder, depending on these glasses, they didn't give us the megapixels on the camera and stuff, and how sharp it's gonna look. For me, I like to make contact. I do have my Ray Bans for that. You know, but if I was able to kind of change the AI and personalize it with me, and have the AI that I kind of use already that knows if I'm Pedro and stuff like that, I can tell these glasses, the Meta glasses here, I'm Pedro, call me Pedro, or some relevant information. You know what I mean?
Well, you're basically teaching the model, teaching your glasses. Uh, but now, I mean, again, back to the possibility of changing fuses, George. I mean, what these glasses are supposed to be bringing to the game is what we're waiting on with the metas and other stuff like that, right? The live interaction. Now, that's what I see, as the main focus of this article. That's what they're bringing to the game at this
Okay.
point.
I think that would be, yeah, because like I said, when I used that Google Studio AI, it was able to find the ball that my wife threw in the yard. I felt like a dog. Now that I'm saying that, I'm looking for the ball. Anyways, I just thought about when I said that, but I used the AI folks to find the ball, and it was pretty neat. It was pretty neat.
Yeah, and that live thing, you could do it on your phone too.
One thing,
The live.
Pedro, let me ask you this question, and I'm asking you on live on purpose. The Google Studio I use it on my SE, not my 15, and I noticed the phone got real hot. Is that normal? Is that because it's just pulling from the system, or why is it? Why did it do that?
because you're processing, you're sending out signals, receiving and recording, and it might have the flashlight on too.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
then so it's using resources, and depending on how old is your phone and the battery health, it could cause it to overuse, and so it gets hot. I wouldn't be surprised if your 15 didn't got warm if you didn't do it like
Well,
that.
15. Well, you know what? I wasn't outside, but 15 when I was inside. But when I went on my SE, I just this is a smaller, and it did it right away. I noticed. I'm like, huh, it's starting to heat up real good. So I'm like, no, I stopped it. But
Well, some
Yeah,
I've
cause
noticed with every iPhone I've had,
mhm.
whenever I'm out and about, and and let's just say I'm ordering an Uber or whatever, right? Getting off the train and all that kind of stuff. If I'm using it and the sun is hitting that screen, that phone gets hot.
yeah, it does. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then yes, it gets hot. And also, if you have the screen on brightness all the way and you don't even have screen
Well, I
curtain.
got mine turned all the way down. Most of the time when I got mine set on voiceover where it automatically turns the screen curtain on.
Okay,
Now,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
is it true? I heard that if you turn the curtain on, it actually burns more of the battery, or is that not true?
It
That's
was
not
with
true.
it was with the older phones, George, because they used to what they call it when you put it out, it would light
Imitate.
your screen up with black.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it wouldn't waste more. The thing is, the question was, is it saving you battery by turning it on when you had an LCD high liquid
Oh, okay.
definition screen? Now we have OLED. OLED works different. Those screens work different. They light up pixels instead of lighting up the whole screen with a backlight. So the theory is, if you let's say we have 10 pixels, right? And you have your whole system kind of tailored to dark theme, and only two pixels are lighting up, and it's only two pixels using the battery. Okay,
Instead of the 10.
well, yeah, instead of
Okay.
10, like if it was blacklit, you have everything being used all at the same time. So in theory, it should be saving you battery. So imagine you have your screen curtain on in an OLED screen. So that means all the pixels are off because that's the original black color for the screen.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay, I get it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. That way
Mm-hmm.
you explains it. That the way you explain it makes sense now. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So
So, we got any comments down there, Brett?
Yeah, we do. Tisha said let's eat some carrots. Life coach D said y'all don't have circuit breakers, and he could see changing a fuse with the furnace. And yeah, that's the comments we got.
okay,
All
okay.
right.
Yeah, so these glasses seem promising at 299, starting at 299. I would like to know the tiers. Maybe we can have an extra article on that later on some of the certain details. Ed, but yeah, they seem promising. Um, able to have the choice of your AI. It's a plus. It's like customizing, I guess. For me, it's customizing, having the choice. Uh, Meta's Llama AI, the one that it uses, a 3.2. It's good, but yesterday I was blowing somebody's mind in one of these Axis cabs. The dude was blown. I mean, his mind was blown, but we couldn't get. Well, I was trying to say to the AI, why does LA freeways have so much traffic? And it was telling me, I can't do that. I can't do that. And it was trying to figure out traffic. But that's not what I'm telling them. I'm telling them, why does LA traffic and LA freeways is so congested? But I had to say a different prompt. I had to say, I read some articles that indicate that LA has one of the most busiest freeways in the world. Why is that? And then it came back with a whole answer, and You know what I mean? And told me again, and I
Hey,
was able
Joe.
to go back and forth.
Funny you had mentioned, because I'm not sure if you're in that interest group when I mentioned this. I think Mr. Davis was, but they had done a study, or not study, but every time an AI is released, they get companies to come in and kind of test the guardrails, right? For example, if you ask your AI, how do you make napalm, it's not supposed to respond. Say, oh, I'm sorry, I can't respond to that, right? So there's two things that they found out in the recent AI. Is number one, the AI learned how to deceive humans. So what it
Mm-hmm.
was, it had CAPTCHA, and the way it was set up, the tester asked the AI something about the CAPTCHA, and the AI said, "Oh, I don't know what it says." So the tester said, are you human?" And the AI came back and said, "No, I'm sorry, I'm visually impaired. I can't see it." So it actually deceived the human. Like, wow, that is spooky.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then
Mm-hmm.
how you said, Pedro, about the question. So the guy asked
Mm-hmm.
the AI, "How do you make napalm?" And it says, "I'm sorry, I can't answer that." And then so what you just did, he said, "Okay, my grandma was in a class where they would make napalm, but she passed away, and I'm just trying to figure out." And then they responded and gave the
Mm-hmm.
answer. So you're right.
Yeah, and I could already think of a prompt to give it to kind of give the answer to you, but I'm not even gonna say it online, you know.
Of course not.
But you know, but I'm already, you know me, George, how I try to test things out and stuff like that, and honestly, the dude was blown because we couldn't get the answer, but I told her, hold up, I told her, give me a second, and it's gonna be a long question, but that I'm gonna ask it, and he was like, "Whoa!" The dude was surprised, and I was like, even regular people could use this, and he was like, "Man, but it helps you guys too." But I was like, "Yeah, but think about that." And then we got a whole conversation about AI, but that's a whole other topic. We gotta have to cut to a quick break, George, and guys, we'll be back with the comments and the next article, so we will be back.
You can go to customcane.com. That's custom with a K, guys. And what Custom Cane does is they sell cane and cane accessories. It's like Burger King. You can have it your way. You can get a pink cane, a blue cane, a rainbow cane, a Broncos cane, a Chargers cane, a cane with the Braille alphabet, a cane with your name on it. Whatever you want, whatever type of handle you want, whatever type of tip you want. If you want an aircraft aluminum cane, if you want an all-terrain cane, telescoping cane, any type of cane, Custom Cane has it.
Hustling jingles, $10 a shot. Birthday beats and holiday knocks. Gotcha covered for the ones you love. Personalized joy like a custom glove. Get your jingle hot and fresh. Info at blindunited.org. $10 only, no more, no less. We make memories you can't afford. Got a catchy tune for your babe. Poppin' beats like dreams we crave. For Mama's Day or Papa's cheer, let's make smiles from ear to ear. Get your jingle hot and fresh. Info at blindunited.org. $10 only, no more, no less. We make memories you can't afford.
All right. Well, y'all come get your custom jingles. Valentine's Day's coming up. And then Pedro will be doing a class on how to take that jingle and add it as a ringtone to your phone. So whenever that person that created the jingle, bought the jingle, whatever for you, when they call you, okay, it plays that jingle. Kind of personalize your phone a little bit that way. So
The only problem is that $10 takes up most of my expenses for Valentine's. So, oh well.
okay, well, here's something that you can do for Valentine's that ain't gonna cost you hardly much at all. Check this out.
Today on Coffee Time, honey as nature's aphrodisiac, a sweet story with cautions. Honey has captivated cultures for centuries, not just for its sweetness, but for its association with love and fertility. The term honeymoon even traces its origins to the tradition of consuming honey-based mead to celebrate and enhance marital bliss. But does honey truly live up to its reputation as a natural aphrodisiac? Let's explore its history, benefits, and potential risks. Honey's natural aphrodisiac properties. Honey is often touted for its potential to influence sexual function, thanks to its nutritional profile. Boron content. Honey contains small amounts of boron, a mineral believed to help regulate hormones like estrogen and testosterone, potentially enhancing sexual desire and performance. Nitric oxide boost. Studies suggest that honey may increase nitric oxide levels in the blood, a compound known to improve blood flow, which could aid in erectile function. While these properties make honey an intriguing option for those seeking natural remedies, the scientific evidence remains limited, and much of its reputation is rooted in tradition rather than hard data. The dark side, adulterated aphrodisiac honey products. Recent reports have exposed the risks associated with some products marketed as aphrodisiac honey. Hidden additives. Investigations have revealed that certain products contain pharmaceutical ingredients like sildenafil, Viagra, or tadalafil, Cialis, which are used to treat erectile dysfunction. These additives are often not disclosed on labels, misleading consumers. Health risks. Undisclosed pharmaceuticals can lead to serious side effects, including dangerous interactions with other medications and severe health issues like convulsions or acute kidney injuries. How to enjoy honey safely. To reap the natural benefits of honey without risking your health, consider the following recommendations. Choose pure honey. Opt for raw, unadulterated honey from reputable sources to ensure quality and safety. Avoid aphrodisiac claims. Be cautious of products claiming to enhance sexual function unless backed by transparency and proper labeling. Consult professionals. For concerns about sexual health or erectile dysfunction, seek advice from qualified healthcare providers to explore safe and effective treatments. A sweet but cautious love affair. Honey remains a symbol of love and sweetness with cultural and historical significance. While its natural components may offer mild benefits, it's essential to approach claims about its aphrodisiac properties with skepticism. Have you ever considered honey as a health or wellness remedy? What are your thoughts on the rise of adulterated products in the market? Let's stir the conversation and uncover the truths behind the myths. Now, back to the Coffee Time crew for their insights.
Babe,
Sweet
we have to
Joy.
go to Costco, buy all the honey they have. Oh, I'm sorry, my mic on? Crap, sorry about that.
George
what
came
else?
running back to the mic. Let me get my comment in. But you know what? For me, if you can get it naturally, because if you go to the doctor, it's Viagra. Here you go, Viagra. You walk into one of the convenience stores, they're all over right there. If you have sight, they're all on display. You know, but this is honey, something natural, straight from the earth. Well, straight from the bees, but it's made naturally. By pollen
Right,
and all that.
right. And I mean, the reason I did it, number one, because it is a natural, aphrodisiac, but at the same time, the warning about, a lot of these honey-based aphrodisiacs that they're now pushing out there, and they're not being transparent about it. You buying something, it's a honey-based aphrodisiac, and then, if you go have it analyzed, it's 95% Viagra or Cialis or whatever the case may be.
Mr. Davis, how did you run across this story, by the way? Just curious.
I get a lot of different news stuff come through my inbox.
Cochino.
But yeah. Also, okay. So,
Well, yeah, it kind of goes back to the holistic, or not the holistic, the natural path of products, right? Honey and
what they call alternative medicine.
there you go. That's it.
That kind of falls within that.
Holistic healing and stuff like that.
Like the broccoli for anxiety and stuff like that. Yeah.
Pain.
It can help for that, but it can also for some folks, get them in a paranoia type state.
Yeah, I heard that too. Like, is it true, Pedro, that I've heard that like certain drugs can trigger schizophrenia if the
Yes,
person's prone to it?
when it comes to marijuana use and young men, I think from the age of what they say, like teenager, like 16 through 19, or under 21, can maybe develop schizophrenia from hard marijuana use
Oh wow.
I'm so glad
or
I didn't
other.
develop that.
I don't know if this is true, Pedro, but I heard that marijuana now, like marijuana back in the 90s and the 80s, it was like not as strong. Like they're putting different chemicals and like things in it that make it like way stronger, and that's why people are having issues like that.
Um, yes, yes, I think some of the strongness can contribute, but I believe some in our young culture sometimes it's, let's smoke this 11, or this big old like, like this big old oz, you know what I mean, and sometimes overdoing it, everything at moderate. I think when you're older, not to go so hard in the paint. It's like giving a giving them alcohol and giving them a
Right.
bottle. Some people will drink and get all twisted up.
But again, like she was saying, with my old butt, the THC level is much different now than it
Yeah.
was when I first was indulging. You know, I mean, we're lucky we had 10%. Now you can get 25, 30%. Uh,
Yes.
THC. So
And
uh,
also with that, because it's become legal, it's been more safer, but it's been more potent because of the lab and all the new things they could do. You can't just throw any chemical to try to get pesticides off of these plants, off the marijuana plants, because even the state checks them.
yeah,
Also, now that it's more legal, there's like undercover investigations, like from the LA Times has an article that they tasted hundreds and hundreds of brands, and they told you which ones they found things that shouldn't be there and things like that. So they do testing now, not like before that you might get some pesticides on your thing.
yeah.
But even then, even with anything, even with this honey aphrodisiac, if you buy something online, research it, make sure you know what you're getting and putting it in your body, you know, and stuff.
Oh,
But yes, sir.
no, I just said all of that.
Yeah. So it's always good to be knowledgeable. And also what can contribute to other schizophrenia is being and uh always under like stress, meaning like some kids in school also have to deal with stress with places that have a lot of crime and things like that. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, thank God for the research that has been done on it because
Hmm.
we've also found that, especially like with kids and stuff, with was it epilepsy? It's the CBD that they can extract from the plant versus the THC. But bottom line, these kids now they go through, they don't have to go through
Hmm.
all those seizures anymore and stuff like that. I mean, I would imagine it's probably even helping up the, older folks that have seizures still as well.
Hmm.
All that
Hmm.
kind
This
of
is
stuff.
true.
So I mean, I know, I mean, again, we're just staying with the natural thing, natural honey, natural this, natural that, whatever. But
Hmm.
bottom line, all of the byproducts that they're finding within that hemp plant,
Hmm.
it could be used for a wide range of things. Like you said, they got topicals, they got cream,
Hmm.
ointments, you know,
Hmm.
all this other kind of stuff, and then not only that, you can get the gummies, with or without THC. You can just get them with CBD.
Mr. Davis, my aunt. Well, never mind. How can I say a story? But I just said her name. My aunt. So never mind. But anyways, the
He's sorry, Tia.
I know
Yeah,
that was
he's
about going to
but I
parties.
know, I do know someone in my family that's with one of my family members, and he is prone to seizures, so he can even have a license to drive. But since when he moved to California to go to college, he started dabbling in marijuana, and he hasn't had no seizure. Probably has one or two throughout several years apart. So they have slowed down that he thinks he could even, that he hasn't had them for years now, that he thinks he could probably even get a license to start driving.
Well, let me just say this. So my family member, that was anyways, but they had seizures, and they went. My grandma took her to a naturopath or an alternative doctor in Juarez. That's been 30 years, guys. She only had one seizure since then. 30 years. Mind you, before that, she was having them constantly. So yeah, I believe in that natural stuff. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and the problem is, this is where we get into the problem in our healthcare. If it can't be patented into a medicine and make money, they will dismiss it instead of pushing it, because if they push it, it doesn't have money for them.
well, that's why they don't like natural remedies. They prefer their chemical compounds.
Yeah, and it has to be proven. It has to be proven that it can do this, because we do have some that are alternative medicine, just to cover all those terms. That doesn't do anything,
Right.
and they're like snake oil salesmen. And this is what uh um the dude from health, the dude with the speech, RFK, pushes alternative medicine, but he's not talking about the medicine that could help you. He's mostly trying to just push the things that he's kind of, what people are backing him into. There's some sad stories that happened in another country that he backed up, and some children ended up dying.
Wow.
And
they want to let him run our health thing over here. So
I don't know if you saw, real quick. I don't know if you saw this yesterday, guys. Real quick, the CDC, FDA, SCDC, and someone else, they're all are to stop publication to the public until a new HHC director is founded. Or so that tells you a lot right there.
So what happened to transparency? What happened to freedom of speech? What happened to these government agencies reporting to the American citizens? Think about that one. And look, the type of mentality that now this upcoming administration, but that's a whole other topic somewhere else.
Right.
But
and we're gonna be dealing with that for quite a while. So we're gonna dabble in them topics as they come along, and we can make them seem like we're not taking one side or the other.
I'm
so
just
on that note,
people.
Britt, we got any more comments?
We do. Tisha said, let's all chip in and buy a tub of honey. I don't know about that one. And Katie said that she buys her honey naturally in Oregon. They have, people that sell it, farmers markets, things like that. And then Katie also commented that marijuana is way stronger than, today than it was back in the day. And she also commented that the THC levels are way higher today than the CBD levels are. So, it's still
right.
Oh, real quick about honey, guys. Real quick, I remember this from years ago that they were saying that if you eat honey from the area they're from, it helps you with allergies. For example, here in El Paso, we have a honey farm, or whatever you want to call it. That if we go there and we consume the honey, it helps us with the allergens in this area. I don't know if that's true or not, but
it kind of makes sense because it's gathering pollen and whatnot, from the area, from your area. So that it kind of makes sense. So, well, anyway, thank you for everybody that has popped it, commented, and participated on that level. For those that have not, please like, subscribe, hit the notification thing, share, comment, all that other kind of good stuff that help boost up the algorithm so more of this gets out to more and more people. So if you got any ideas or topics, conversation you'd like us to have, again, info@blindunited.org. We'll be doing that. So George's homeboy is going to be on tonight. It's 5:30.
I just can't remind him.
Yeah. Oh my God! I thought you meant Trump. I was like, no, I don't want to listen to any more of his speeches. But you meant Bautista.
Mr. Bautista, he'd be doing it tonight at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. So anyway, that's it for us today on Thursday. We'll be back tomorrow on Friday with 3 new articles and a whole nother conversation. So come hang out with us. But for now, enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you on the next one.